Hello, guys. How is everyone? We are alive and kicking. It has been a heck of a week. Hello, Miss Kathleen. How is Woodward? So today, we'll have people filtering in here pretty soon, but so today is not going to have like a huge topic or anything like that. I just kind of, let me adjust this here. So there we go. Hello, beautiful Lisa. How are you, honey? I saw your, hello, Going Green Mom. How are you? I saw your post, your little video on Instagram, and I cannot believe you're getting snow. That's a big no. We are supposed to be through all of that. Oh my gosh. So, okay, it has been, yeah, I know. Well, she lives up in Nevada, so she's about, I don't know, you're not that terribly far from Reno, correct? And yeah, so she was showing snow falling at her place, and I'm like, ugh, so much no. Hi, Jess. How are you, beautiful? Hello, Deb, beautiful woman. Oh no, Lisa, that sucks. Yeah, the cold. Yeah, sick of the cold. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm already sick of the humidity. the heat is not so bad when we're sitting in the 80s. But like today we've hit 90, and it's humid because we've got that tropical depression or storm or whatever it is coming up from the Gulf, and yeah, so what do they call it? Crystal ball. I'm like, crystal ball, really? Is that anything like Cristobal? But whatever. Oh my goodness. You're excited for distraction and people to talk to, Going Green Mom. Okay. What is going on? Hello, Homestead Engraving. How are you? Yes, it is way too hot in Iowa, and it's only going to get worse. So, woo! I agree with you, Deb. It is. I think Mother Nature is very drunk in the Midwest here, and she's just wreaking havoc. So, 95. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're supposed to hit. I want to say 91 or 92 today. We're getting close already. I think we're sitting at 90. So, fun times. Woo! I cannot be. Okay, 93 is what we're projected for. I can't get my weather off of my phone. So that was one of the many things that happened this week. Going green. I had a bone grafting and dental implant removed Friday. Oh my goodness. Wasn't expecting not to be able to do anything for days. Oh, I don't suppose, darling. Oh my goodness. Well, hello, Arkansas Woodcutter. How are you, Mark? Getting rain, rain, rain. I know, and you're sending it up our way, which means that tomorrow we are going to be getting, we're supposed to be getting all of your rain. Right, Jess? We are. Yep. The 90 degrees and the rain. Yep. Fun times. Fun times. Deb, I agree with you. Mother Nature probably is at least having hot flashes, at the very least. Hello, Amy. Well, are you what is your appointment for? Are you gonna go pick up your lottery winnings maybe? That would be awesome. It's good because you're getting time to put up some of the squash. That is true. That is true. I watched your video just a little bit ago, in fact, and the gardens are looking beautiful, Mark. They are looking absolutely gorgeous. Supposed to be getting rain starting tonight. Where are you at, Going Green Mom? Currently 81 in, oh yeah, so you're around San Diego though. Gonna be a warm week for you. Please. A shopping appointment at a tiny store. Oh, okay, cool. You gonna buy me something cool? Hi Johnny, how are you, honey? Homestead Humor. I haven't seen you guys for a while. I'm hoping everything is good. No rain tomorrow from 2 to 6. Yes. We're gonna try that. I'm hoping. So for those of you who don't know, Deb is actually she's ordained and is performing a wedding tomorrow. So here in Iowa, she's traveling to Iowa and going to be performing a wedding. So a wedding ceremony. So good luck tomorrow, darling, because yeah, I hope it doesn't rain. I'm hoping it doesn't rain for you then. And let the bride and groom know that I'm sending them many blessings for a wonderful wedding and a wonderful future. So, oh, they're still doing appointments only for shopping. Okay. Let's see here. Well, hello, Ashley's allotment. How are you? You're in northern Indiana. Okay. Okay. Good. Well, then you're not too terribly far. You've never been to the store that you're going to, Amy? Is that what you're talking about? At least you have the breezes of the bay. Correct. Right. Literally, she is like, what'd you say, 12 miles, I think it is, from the coast, Amy. So, yeah. Fingers and toes crossed. Yes, yes. Information on your Shed Wars plans. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking that too. We're all plotting against you. Ashley's allotment. Team Woodcutter, man. We're gonna do it. Hello, Off Kilter. How are you? Well, that is true. You cannot buy me anything if you don't know what they have, but I'm sure you'll find something really cool. Oh, I suppose that is probably kind of a distance for the breezes from the bay, but still, you're close. Oh, okay, Going Green. I am actually in Iowa. So I am about an hour northwest of our capital, Des Moines. So that's something like thanks, that would be great. Hi, Kat. How are you, honey? How is the house going? Wolf's Head Forge and Farm here, Miss Kat. So Kat and Denny are selling their home so that they can move out to their farm. And so they've been working really, really hard trying to get the house ready. You have inspection today, correct? So fingers are crossed, girlfriend. They got the offer they wanted, so that's great. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is going to be my vlog day 8. uh, because it's too soupy outside for me today to be out doing a whole lot of anything. A rumor says that Mark and his team want me on their side so they can win. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we'll take whoever, but that is right, off kilter. Yes. Too much metal for one hand. um, and also home of royalty. If you watch my Shed Wars video, my acceptance video. So, oh my goodness. So since Monday, I have had a vlog every single day, you guys. So I have this is counting as my lives on Mondays are counting as my vlog for those Mondays. So today is day 8, and I think that while it's been kind of tiring and all of that fun stuff, it's been fun. It has been a lot of fun actually, and it's kind of giving me that whole you got to stay on a schedule instead of just winging it and doing whatever you want whenever you want. So, oh, that's too funny, you guys. Yes, so I've been trying Cat to rock it really hard, like rock it like a baby. um, I have been trying so hard to make sure that I'm putting out good quality video, and I think things have been progressing and they've been improving on my video editing and all of that fun stuff. So it's getting quicker and easier to edit a video now, just because I'm doing it and I have to do it so quickly. So I think that's been a really good thing for me, to get in on the challenge of the 14-day vlog challenge. So uh, it's been a lot of fun. And oh my goodness. So all of this all last week, we had high temperatures and high humidity, and I suffered unmercifully with migraines and fibro pain and all that stuff, but I pushed through it all last week. So and yesterday was really like I just wanted to have it kind of an easy day, but we ended up with a tree downed. So it split. And if you watch the video from yesterday, the vlog from yesterday, you'll see the tree. I wanted to take it down anyway. So, and my husband always teases me and says, "Oh, you're definitely an Iowa farmer because you don't want to murder all the trees." No, that's not the case. The trees are not healthy that are really around. They're just kind of, most of them are volunteer trees, so they grow together. They're not they weren't raised properly. They weren't really pruned and cultivated and all that fun stuff. So they're not really very viable, very healthy trees anyway. So what I'm wanting to do is take them all out and replace them. And my husband hates this term. He keeps telling me, I hate that. I hate it when you say this, but I want to put in the permaculture food forest. He's like, food forest. I hate him. Like, why? What is that even? So, so yeah. Yesterday, then we cut down. We took the tree off of my trellis thing that I had for my loofah and stuff, and it actually was heavy enough that it came down and it bent one of the T-posts that the fence is on. So, so I thought, oh gosh, I had I had a really bad migraine. I woke up with the migraine. I went to bed with it. And I woke up with it, and it was hot, but I pushed through it yesterday, so uh, that made me feel pretty good. But then this has been the bane of my existence, people. I swear I have got the worst luck when it comes to phones or cars, just electronics in general. The computer still needs to be redone. And so the SIM card decided to fry on me yesterday. And I was able to salvage some video from it, but yeah, it's crazy. Well, now it won't even hook up to Wi-Fi in the house. And I can't make any calls. I can't get any texts. I can't use Marco. I mean, nothing. So it's been interesting. Yes, Lisa, I agree with you. Consistency is key. I have noticed that that has helped with my view time. It has helped with my even gaining more subscribers. Just being more consistent has been it's been good on a lot of different levels. So I'm super excited. Let's see here. Block schedules are where it's at. Easier said than done, though. Yes, absolutely. Easier said than done. Yeah. But I have gotten to a point now where I'm scheduling everything out, and hopefully I can keep on it and it'll keep working for me. So Ashley's allotment. My video editing is absolutely. I can guess what those words are, what that word is, but you'll get there. I mean, you just got to keep doing it. You will absolutely, and same going green, Mom. So consistently editing a video or editing videos you will pick that up so fast. Once it becomes a routine, and you'll get through it quicker. You'll learn the program better, and you'll be able to honestly, you'll start thinking about how you're going to film in order to edit. So I've noticed that with this last really getting into making sure that what I'm filming, where I'm filming, when I'm filming, all that stuff. So it's been so this 14-day vlog challenge it's been good for me. You're still non-existent. Okay. Giant weeds. What are giant weeds? What are giant weeds? I know. I like the term food forest as well. Like because it absolutely is an unbelievable bounty of food and sustenance that you are going to be able to keep and preserve, and you've got to live off of. So it's awesome. So you can't get your head around what editing. You will absolutely. I promise it will come the more you do it. And it also depends on what program you're using, all that fun stuff. So how quickly you'll pick it up and that. Let's see here. Struggling to get stuff from your phone to your computer. Okay. So this is how I do it. Obviously record. I just take my USB cord and I plug it into the USB port onto the side of my laptop, and I'll go in I hit my file folder and pops it up, and go down to what is it? This PC. I click on that. It'll pop up what is plugged into my drive, and then I click on that. I right click on it and then import photos, videos, and photos. Super simple. And then you stick it in whatever folder you want to put it in, and then transfer it to your video editing program. So you'll get that. You will the more you do it, the quicker you'll get at that too. So, ooh, passion fruit. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way there, off kilter. I could almost do away with technology completely because it is just sometimes it's so mind-boggling to me. I mean, I'm just like, how do I fix this? Why did why did my computer just crash? What is going on? Yeah, so what is my oh, I know. Okay. I keep seeing people walking by my window here and I'm like, what is going on? And then somebody went walking by with a door and I'm like, what is going but it's my husband. And what he's doing is he's taking one of my old wooden doors and he's building a bench because we have a blue bubble, like almost bubble wrap blanket, warming blanket for the pool, and it we have to roll it up and then kind of throw it over the side of the pool. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of keeping stuff out of the pool, all the debris. So he's going to build a bench real quick, and so at least when we roll it down, it'll be there at the end of the pool, and we can just put the cover on it. I do not have a cover for it. Um, it I was gonna get one, but it's super expensive. So um, try UCut video editing. It's not expensive for a year and it is simple. I've heard something about that. I use Filmora 9 and I at Christmas time or in December sometime I got the lifetime membership, whatever, the lifetime edition for like $53 or $56. So I paid that one time. I don't, and it'll continue to update. I just go in and let it update. So, and the more I mess around with it, the more, the easier it gets, and I really like it. So, yes, yes, you also learn to take shots to quick edit. That is so true. That is so, so true. Okay. Uh, you should be able to get the mobile edition as well if you would rather do that. Otherwise, you can download it for your laptop, so or desktop, whatever you use to edit with. Yes, depending. I don't know. How do I say this? Okay, so with Daryl on Two Family, sometimes like he knows how to do this stuff, and so sometimes you're just like, wait, what? What'd you just say? So you do get kind of confused. Um, I absolutely believe also simple is good. So the simpler it is, the better I am. Oh, good, Jess. Yay. She says that the 14-day challenge is helping her too. So I know for sure that well, Donna at Rich Green Acres started it and asked if we would join in. A bunch of us would join in. So I know that myself, so Donna, myself, Jess from J Love Adventures, Missy at Wick and Chickens Homestead is doing it, and Lady B from Lady B's Urban Stead is doing it for sure. And I'm not so positive that um, Anne Marie isn't doing it either. I think she's doing it as well. So, yay! But it's been great. I think it's been a real help with um, learning about my editing program and filming and the whole nine yards. So, okay. Let's see. It's on phone, Android. Not sure if you can get it for iPhone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the U-cut. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Well, hi, Michelle. How are you, honey? Sweet Pea Farm, New York. Um, yes, yes. I have Android as well, so I firmly believe in my Androids. Oh my goodness. Hi, Terry Lynn. Yes. As soon as I get it, I ordered a new SIM card for my phone, and I in order to talk to you on Instagram, I have to be on the laptop, and it's kind of a pain. So I can't send you stuff, and I can't even I can't see things that you send me either. But yes. So Terry Lynn lost a very important person to her today. And so I'm sorry, honey. I love you and big hugs. Um, but yes, you absolutely need to get in touch with me. I will try to be on the laptop, but it's hard with having to do so many things. So I'm going to go to Walmart today probably and see if I can't get a new SIM card today versus waiting until Thursday to get it, partially because of this reason. So, okay. I thought she was, Mark. I thought Anne Marie was doing it, but so Big Dreams Homestead is another one that's joining in on the 14-day video challenge. So, um, aw, Michelle, you're so sweet. Yeah, iPhones are expensive, but you know what? Um, I I don't think my Android originally when I bought, I have the it's like 4 years old, I think. I think it's been out for 4 years, and I had my original one for just over two before it died. And it only died because it got dropped like a steep drop and yanked violently off the counter and fell. And so the LCD screen went haywire in it. So I had to get a new phone. But then I got the same phone for, I think it was 150 off of Amazon. It did not come with a new SIM card though. So I put my old SIM card in from my other phone, and unfortunately, it decided it was going to be done yesterday. So, um, but with iPhone, what I don't like about iPhone is that you have to buy everything from the Apple iStore, and that drives me nuts. So, let's see here. Yes, I know, Amy. I can see the messages, but I can't see so last night, Terry Lynn had tried to send me a message, but it was a picture. And for whatever reason, it said that it was a timed message or disappearing message is what it was. And so I couldn't see what the picture was at all because I couldn't get to it quick enough. There is actually a way to post from the desktop or the laptop as well on Instagram, and I have done it before, but it's not working this time around for whatever reason. So my Instagram will probably not be very up to date with new material or new pictures and things, but I can use Twitter. So Twitter and my Twitter and Facebook accounts are okay, and I try to post on those as well. So um, there is not a Verizon store anymore in Jefferson. So and so I actually sent my oldest daughter, Kennedy. I sent her to the Verizon store in Boone, um, Amy today. So, but she gets there and you have to have an appointment. They're doing appointment only. You can't walk in. So let's hope I can at least get to Walmart, because I know Walmart, because I do prepaid. I know Walmart sells them too. So I'm hoping they have some. Well, hello, Lynn. How are you? You change your name like all the time, girlfriend. Oh, I love you, Terry Lynn. That is too funny. Your only sunshine. Right. Right, Amy. Yep. I think she was meaning apps and things. Yeah, so I know, like with iPhone, because my daughter has an iPhone. I don't do iPhone. They're just they're too much for me. It needs to be simple. So so a lot of the apps that my daughter uses, she had to pay for them. You know, she had to pay like $1.99 for a particular app or whatever. And I'm thinking, I know Android has the same thing through Play Store. For certain apps, you do have to pay for them, but for the most part, it seems like she's always having to pay for some sort of app through her Apple iPhone, and I don't know. So, all right, bye, Mark. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Straight talk. Yep. Straight talk doesn't always work very well around here. I have noticed that it used to be that US Cellular was the only one that really worked up here where I'm at least on my on my place. But now it's Verizon. Verizon's about the only one that works. If you have US Cellular, you're gonna have spotty coverage for whatever reason. AT&T, no bueno, no bueno at all. Ashley, nope, you're not gonna be the winner. I'm not gonna be the winner. Right, Amy. Again, I don't have any clue. Okay, all right, Lynn. Well, it makes sense. That's cool. This one is to stay, though. Okay. So I noticed I'm itching so bad across the back of the top of my back and my neck and down my arms. I think I got into some stinging nettle yesterday when we were cutting the tree. I had to, because I was having to pull stinging nettle from around the foundation that we were putting the brush into. So yeah, I think I got into some stinging nettle, and I have just been, because I've been itching like crazy. So what I did earlier, and this actually stopped the itching, was I took some witch hazel and put it on a rag and wiped myself down, wiped my skin down with it, and that helped immensely. So I only buy phones that run Verizon towers. My kids have AT&T from their dad's house and Verizon here. The Verizon phones work most. Yes, I've noticed Verizon works way better than probably most everyone. That's right. Queen of America against the King of England. I rule by royal decree. Now, if I could just get out and actually get stuff in the ground, that would be great. Luckily, most everything that I have is about anywhere between 80 and um well, some of them like my beans and stuff are even like 50 days and stuff like that. So I should be able to get everything. I'm hoping that tomorrow it won't rain a whole bunch, like a ton, like I don't want to flood. So I'm hoping I can get out of there to get out into the garden and actually get everything in the ground. So ooh, Sprint. Boo. Sprint is AT&T, I think. Sprint and T-Mobile is I want to say it's they're both uh AT&T, but I could be wrong. Maybe Verizon bought Sprint. I don't remember. One of them bought. I know AT&T has T-Mobile, and T-Mobile is junk in my opinion. So, um, you like that part of my video? Well, I'm good. That's good. I really was like, I put all that in there. This last Shed Wars video about the royal decree and whatnot, and I'm like, man, I hope I don't make people really super mad. Like, I'm just trying to have some fun without being too overly cheeky, I guess, without being mean. And so, let's see. Team across the pond, you're cheeky bum lookers. Just saying. And Team Peacemaker, I called them pansy flowers. Our Verizon service was always the best, but almost no service now. When we called, they said everyone in our area is dropping them, looking at T-Mobile. Oh, okay. Sprint and T-Mobile. Okay. No, I know. Nobody owns AT&T or Verizon. Verizon and AT&T own. Um, it's the opposite. Yeah, T-Mobile is. I've never. So when we first moved, we moved from Iowa to Omaha, Nebraska, and some friends of ours had T-Mobile, and they went from Iowa to Nebraska to Omaha, and could not get service to save their souls. So they were very unhappy, and they had a contract, and finally, it took them probably. I want to say it took them like 4 or 5 months, but finally, T-Mobile let them out of their contract. So the reason I moved from Omaha was because I moved back home. Um, the economy started to really drop out. My husband, so in my husband's former life, professional life, he was a mechanic. He worked on Volkswagen. He was a Volkswagen tech, and so we moved out there for hopefully, well, what we were hoping was a better job opportunity, and it turned out it just wasn't. It was not for him. It did not work out well for us. Now, when I was a kid, I lived in Council Bluffs, Council Tucky, and we, so I was in Omaha frequently. So I'm really familiar with the whole area and whatnot. And it was nice. Like at first, I was really reluctant to go back and to actually move to Omaha. Um, I got very homesick, but then I don't know. We got a few months into it, and it was not too bad because we started to do things like we were actually starting to make more friends and being able to have somebody to converse with and things like that. So it started to get better, and then honestly, I couldn't afford to live there anymore. And we ended up moving back home. We stayed with my mom and stepfather for a little over a month. And we bought this place, which was literally like 3 blocks away from where my mom used to live. And we literally fell into this place by chance. So, and this feels like home. So this is home. Let's see here. Should because you were the only one who can be unique. That is right. Well, hello, Jan. How are you, honey? You having a cup of tea? Well, yes. I made myself a chocolate shake. Not that I need to have it, but you know. This honestly is the only thing. I've had 1 cup of coffee today, and the shake. So that's all I've had to eat and drink. So Council Bluffs, yes, Council Bluffs is also beautiful, but yeah, you got to be careful there too. It's kind of a mess. So I'm not, I don't know. Council Bluffs has changed so much from when I was a kid. So where are you, Homestead Engraving? I know you're not too terribly far. And I've probably asked you this before, but okay, all right. You're in Minnesota. Okay. Jess, I've had 2 cups of coffee and a cheese sandwich. Now, but in your coffee, you've switched out from cream and sugar or milk and sugar, and went to agave syrup, correct? So that's a good thing. Cutting down the sugars, the artificial sugars. The Council Bluffs is beautiful, simply because of the bluffs. It's actually really gorgeous there. But the city itself has really gone downhill. So, Lynn, no, I'm in Iowa. Having a peanut butter chicken and cauliflower smoothie. That is a combination. Oh my goodness. Still using half and half, but no white sugar. Yes, because the refined sugar is not good for you. But I gobble that up. So I will say this. I do like a good cup of tea. I do like a good cup of tea. All right. I think I'm caught up. So I am maple syrup and coffee is amazing. You know what? I've never tried that. Huh. I should try that. Because I use creamer. I literally use like creamer. Coffee mate creamer. Yeah. And the pumpkin spice is my favorite, but you can only find it. Well, right now I can get it from one of our local grocers in the small bottles. And I'm like, that lasts me like 2 days. Forget it. But then obviously around fall, they get the pumpkin spice creamer in the 32-ounce bottles, and I'm all over that. Man, if they could just make it in the big liter jugs, yep, I'd be set. Yeah, peanut butter chicken and cauliflower. I don't know about that one. Applesauce, ice cream, and vanilla pudding for 3 days. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose your mouth is probably very sore, so your face probably hurts like crazy. Being the queen of America, tea is mandatory and cucumber sandwiches, like little finger sandwiches. Oh yeah, the Snickers creamer. Yeah, it's okay, but pumpkin's my favorite. That is my absolute all-time favorite flavor. And I love chocolate. Like I am a fiend for chocolate. So that ought to tell you something. We just got honeybees, so hoping to switch to honey. I okay, so that was actually on my Vision 2020. Was I really wanted to do bees and or to get bees, and I was going to actually build um, my own hive, but I just haven't been able to do that at all, which really kind of stinks because I really wanted bees really bad this year. But like okay, so the reason that I set so many goals, I set 20 goals for 2020. And the reason I did that was because I knew that I wasn't going to meet all of them, but these were the things that I really wanted to hit if I could. And so I've been working really hard on trying to hit those goals. So and bees was on that list, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's getting a little late in the season anyway. So yeah, I like hazelnut too, Jan. I do like hazelnut. I'm making lunch or breakfast, mixed olive bread from fresh thyme made into savory French toast, topped with spicy tomato. Yum, Deb. That sounds fantastic. Peanut butter chicken is an Asian profile chicken dish. There's some liquid aminos in there too. Oh, yeah. Deb, no, you have to love pumpkin spice. You got to be a basic white girl with me. My kids call me a basic white girl. Lily's chocolate? No, I have not. I've not even heard of it. Yes, honey in your coffee and tea for sweetener is fantastic. It really is. Um, I've never tried the maple syrup, but the honey, yes. Obviously, I use a lot. I use honey in my teas. I do like a good cup of tea, especially in the evenings. Let's see here. Maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see. It is. It's really. I would rather have a lot of different goals to look forward to and try to achieve than only having one or two and then failing those because of whatever reason. So I think having more than one or more than even a couple is a good idea. Oh yes, yes. Jen does have a good pumpkin spice creamer recipe. Yes, she does. Your British sense of humor does not get annoying to me. I because I do have a very dry and I have an odd sense of humor sometimes. So you're good. You are good. I love peanuts with chicken and stir fry, but in a smoothie, yeah, I know. In a smoothie, I don't know, but I suppose so you can drink it. Yeah, exactly, exactly, because you can't open your mouth or chew. Yeah, pumpkin spice, caramel. Yeah, I'm all over that stuff. Deb, nope, nope, nope. Because fall is pumpkin spice season, and honestly, pumpkin spice season should be year round. I'm just saying. Sean is my man. Oh, you guys. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Pumpkin spice is like, it basically tastes like a piece of pumpkin pie. I love it. Um, So, and Amy can, I don't know if Amy's still in here. I know she had an appointment. If Amy is still in here, she can attest to this along with my children. Okay, I love Starbucks pumpkin spice lattes. That is really the only thing that I get from Starbucks. Now I do like the caramel lattes, but again, I don't get to go to Starbucks very often, so anymore, because numerous reasons. But uh, I do like I love pumpkin spice. Um, I I email Starbucks at least every 2 or 3 months, probably every 3 months anyway. You need to leave pumpkin spice out year round. You have that craptastic peppermint mocha out year round. Leave my pumpkin spice alone. Leave it year round. Drives me crazy. Um, oh, Jess, yes, she just had surgery on her mouth. She had implants and stuff. So yeah, poor thing. Um, Started working on a 5-year vision, then just pick out a few things. Right, right. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But if you have a few that you could pick from, that you can pick and choose from, it's always nice. So, ooh. Yes, pumpkin. Now, is it uh, pumpkin chaffles? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you calling them chaffles? Hello, Victoria. How are you, honey? You're driving, but you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't go to Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I'm just going to say. I have several Starbucks cups and mugs. Okay. Yeah, I am a walking stereotype for Starbucks. Implant removed and bone grafting. Yes, that's right. I cannot even imagine. I mouth pain is the worst. It is the worst. So, oh yeah, I suppose it is probably hard to grow pumpkin in the UK. Um, I should be able to grow plenty this year. Exactly, right? Like, so at the end of fall, that's what I do. I stock up. Um, so when the in the fall they'll come out with the Starbucks will come out with the straws, the cookie straws. I still have a can of them in my cupboard. Why? Because I stocked up on them. Cocoa coffee with hazelnut creamer. Yeah. You're too hillbilly for that French inflection. We wine chapel with awful. You're too funny. Oh my gosh. That's right. Everybody does have to have one bag, but I knew what you meant by bag, bad bag. Damn tablets. The implants were super easy. Dentist screwed them up when they placed the crowns. Oh my God, woman. I am so sorry. Yeah, I would rather give childbirth. Yeah. I mouth pain is one I can't handle. Oh, Victoria, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. you will be. You'll be okay. It takes time to heal. Healing is not, healing from the loss of a loved one is not, it doesn't, it's not an overnight thing, it you don't just boom wake up and hey, everything's hunky dory. It doesn't work like that. So, but yes, you will. Eventually, you'll start getting better again, and things will be a little easier again. So, um, so Victoria actually, she lost her brother here last week. Was it last week? I think, or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. I can't remember the exact date. I'm so sorry, but yeah. So, anywho, um, but I'm glad that you were, I'm glad that you were on the mend, and then it is very slow. It is a very slow process, but you'll get there, and we're all sending you love and hugs. So we've got. I was able this month or this week, this last week, I was able to get a whole row, woo, a whole row of tomatoes put in. I had 8 seedlings, and I had, and then I planted 11 spots of just seed, and they were all San Marzanos, the paste tomatoes. So I use a lot of those in the Amish paste, Romas for making sauces, and I use Romas. I love Romas for making pico de gallo. So I love pico. That's about, having like a jalapeno is about the spiciest, that all the spice that my stomach can handle. So, but I'm really hoping that like yesterday I was so that was Saturday. I got all of the I've got that row of tomatoes put in. I still have beefsteak tomato that I need to put in, but everything has to go in by seed now because I lost pretty much all of my seedlings. And so, yeah, it's going to be rough, but I'm hoping to have a really good harvest by Halloween. So, so I can win. I'm going to win. Gonna win the shed wars. Oh, Lynn, I'm sorry that you can't stand pico. You're from the South, girlfriend. You should love pico. You're from the South. I agree with you, Homestead. Pico is a way of life. It absolutely is. Heat tolerance is definitely a buildup. Yes, it is. Pepper's close to jalapeno for varied flavors. Bulgarian carrot pepper is not hot, but totally. Really? Ooh. I need some of those. Got 32 tomatoes in the ground for first round and 30 more that are just germinating for round 2. Awesome, girl. Awesome. So there are 19 spots for the San Marzanos. I have, like, I want to say 5 or 6 of the Cherokee Purple, and those seedlings are getting tall. So I'm gonna have to go out and start staking them up. Oh, Shed Wars. Yes, hang on. I'll tell you that. I've also got chocolate stripes and tomatoes, and I've got yellow gooseberry tomatoes, which are like a yellow cherry tomato. So I'm super excited about all of those, and I have way more seeds. So I still have to put in a row of beefsteak tomato seeds. I still have to put in some red cherry tomatoes, and then I've got some seeds that I got from the seed box that I received and sent on. So yeah, I'm super excited. Okay, so the Shed Wars. What that is it is a kind of a contest. It was started by Mark at Arkansas Woodcutter and John at Willow Grow. And so what had happened was John, I guess, had I don't know, somehow he was being funny or facetious or whatever, and he told Mark he's going to name his shed after Mark, after Arkansas Woodcutter. So anyway, then they kind of collaborated, got together, and they started Shed Wars. And so basically, it's just a team. There are a total of 64 entrants, and there are 4 teams. There's Team Woodcutter, Team Will It Grow, Team Across the Pond, and Team Peacemakers. And anyway, so there's 64 of us in this thing, and so we're doing a growing contest, and so by October 31st, it's to see who has produced the largest quantity of food, like in pounds, or in weight, I should say. So, and I think he said though that it was only vegetables. So, but I mean, I have more. I'm going to have fruit, veggies, and I've got herbs like crazy. So, um, right? I know I'm the same way. I don't have. I like. There's so many. I have so many tomatoes and so many varieties that I still need to put into the ground, and peppers too. I've got a ton of peppers to put into. So, yeah, it should be interesting. And then I won't until probably August. Yeah, in August I'll be starting my cooler weather crops again. So I'll be starting the lettuce and kale and all of that fun stuff, and radish and carrots again. So anyone, I have to count my tomatoes. Yep. Okay. Sometimes it's too thin. Other times it's too spicy. Oh yeah. See, yeah. You sent me, Victoria, you sent me what, the obituary? Yeah, Shed Wars is going to be, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Ashley's allotment. I totally think it's a brilliant idea. It's wonderful. It's going to be so much fun, and we are having so much fun. I'm still trying to get caught up on everybody's videos and whatnot, because I don't have a lot of time trying to do this vlog challenge, 14-day vlog challenge. So, Victoria, you're not being a gloomy Gus. It's okay. It is. That's what we're here for. We're here to support you. It's okay. Only 13 sweet peppers, though. I've had more trouble this year with germination than ever. I know. Oh my goodness. So my California Wonder bell peppers, they did not germinate in my seed flats. And what else? Oh my gosh, I had so many. I think I had 6 flats of different varieties of peppers, and only a few of them actually germinated. So I'm super upset about that. So, well, hello, Britton Farm. How are you? It is going to be a lot to weigh. I need to go get myself a new scale because I don't actually have a food scale anymore. I had one, and then I don't even know what the heck happened to it. So, yeah, it's going to be a ton of food to weigh, but I'm okay with that. So I need to go get myself a new food scale. But I'm probably going to have to get a bigger one because I'm going to have pumpkin and squash and all that stuff too. And, you got to have a pretty large scale for the pumpkins. So I'm actually growing. Oh, hello, Nat. Um, so I'm actually going to be growing. My grandson did big moon. He wanted to plant big moon pumpkins, and or no, what are they called? Big giant pumpkins is what they're called, I think. And so yeah, I have those things get huge. So I should win. And you can eat them, yes. So okay, let's see here. And you're okay for showing up late. No big deal. We're still here, obviously. We just put DE on cucumbers to deal with little green worms. Oh, I know those nasty little buggers. Oh my goodness. I'm not real sure why the DE would burn the leaves, but I don't typically with DE. I don't typically put them on the plants themselves. Um, Something that you could also try with the with worms and squash bugs, snails and slugs. Do a mix up a bottle of. Make sure. Oh, pardon me. Make sure you're using. I had a hiccup. Make sure you're using like a distilled water or filtered water anyway. And then put about in a sprayer bottle, put like 5 drops of cedarwood essential oil and 5 drops of pine essential oil, or something, more something that's a little more woody. And I'm hoping that'll help, because I know it does help with it's helped me in the past with slugs anyway and snails. And I think with the uh, I think with the worms, I think it works the same way with the green hornworms, but I'm not positive. Um, I know, never getting caught up with video. So there's 64 teams though, J Love. I'm not even kidding you. Like there's 64 of us putting out Shed War videos. 64 channels. It's crazy. I am doing just fine today, Britain Farm. I'm trying really, really hard to stay positive. It's been a rough week, but um, I think things are gonna go. I'm hoping for a much better week this week. Um, Things could have been so much worse all last week. I mean, they really, really could have, and things can always be worse. But when you're going through them at the time, you're just like, ugh, you know, can I catch a break, please? That would be awesome. Okay. I only lost my mom 18 months ago. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, so my grandparents have been gone for, oh my goodness, it was just 2 years in March. And so my grandfather passed away on March 9th of 2018. And my grandmother then, about, let's see, almost 24 hours later, it was about 20 hours later, I think, or 21 hours later, my grandmother passed. She literally died of a broken heart. So I lost both of my grandparents in the span of a 24-hour period. And I still, to this day, have an extremely hard time dealing with that, because I was very close to my grandparents. Um, and there'll be days where I just break out into tears, just because I want to call my pop and say, hey, my pop was my gardening partner. Like I was his gardening buddy, and I was in the garden with him all the time, or we were always doing something, at least when I was growing up. And then when I hit, I don't know, when I started hitting my preteen years is when I really started to get into doing things with my Grammy, and so we would do the cross stitching and the sewing and the crocheting and all of that stuff. And so I have very, very fond memories of my grandparents, and they went through a really very difficult transitional period because of the death of my cousin. And so we kind of fell apart a little bit. We weren't as close, and so I carry a lot of guilt for that, and I shouldn't, but I do, because it's just the human nature, right? um I have this gnat that just keeps flying around. It's driving me there. I know you saw that. But um it does get easier, and it's just, it doesn't make me miss them any less. It just gets a little easier as time passes. It gets a little easier to deal with, but there are so many reminders of my grandparents everywhere. Um, my grandparents were really into cardinals, and you can see behind me this little mirror has a cardinal on it. And so I keep a lot of that kind of stuff very close to my heart. But it's really hard. I'll be out in the garden and I'm like, I need something answered, and I just keep thinking, okay, I just need to call Pop Pop. He'll tell me, and I can't. I can't call him anymore. So that's really rough. But and it's little things like that. That's when they really get me, and I'll break down. Or sometimes there's a particular scent that I'll catch a whiff of, and it'll take me right back and make me miss my grandparents, again, because of whatever. And that's when I also feel like that's when they're present with me, is because like I'll just out of nowhere get a certain smell, a certain scent will be in the air, and I will just I feel like, okay, Grammy's here, or Pop Pop's here, or whatever. So um you'll always have reminders, but I don't know. I've learned to accept those and to cherish them. So put a big bowl on top. Put out a new live test on my channel. Oh, okay. Cool. That is way cool, Victoria. Oh my gosh, I hope it's a ton of food too. I do too, Deb. I do. You are very welcome, Off Kilter. I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm not an entomologist. I'm not, I just go by what has and has not worked for me in the past, things that I've picked up, that kind of stuff. So that is true. That is very true. You never heal. You just learn to cope. Yep. Exactly, right, Jan? Yes. You get that little reminder for whatever reason, whatever it may be, that's reminding you of them, of your loved one. But then, yeah, you just, they're there, they're trying to comfort you, they're trying to watch you and say you're not alone. So my grandmother cleaned with pine sol, and anytime I smell that, I think of her. Oh yes, yes, she was crazy about pine sol. Yes. So I'm sitting here late, especially as of late, because I've been very stressed out. Well, just not necessarily stressed out, but just under a lot of pressure with trying to do all the videos doing a video every day, and all of that fun stuff. But I also have the duties of being the mayor too. So I've had to try to make phone calls and take care of issues and this and that. So it I am a little bit stressed out. And so my pop pop was also mayor of the town that they lived in for many, many years. And so when I'm trying to do something, I'm like, all right, well, what would Pop Pop say about this? What would he tell me to do if I don't can't figure this out? Whatever. And but a lot of times I'll be sitting here working on the laptop trying to edit or do whatever, and I will smell like my grandmother was for the longest time was a very heavy smoker, and so I'm sure that it's permeating. That I have her sewing machine. It's over here to the left of me, and I would assume that the wood has soaked in the smell of cigarettes. I would assume, but I'll be sitting here and it's just out of nowhere I will get a smell of faint cigarette smoke, and it's really weird. And it's not that it smells bad, but or that it smells good. It's just that it's like, oh, and I really smell it if I'm doing something like if I'm sitting here and I don't even have to be in here. If I'm working on a cross stitch or an embroidery or something, once in a while I'll get a whiff of that, or I'll get a whiff of the. She used to love Heaven Scent perfume. It's like cheap perfume, I don't even know if they make it anymore, but she used to love Heaven Scent, and I will catch a whiff of that once in a while too. So it's just kind of weird. Um, but I know that she's there, and she's just watching me, and I have to think that she's smiling because I'm sitting there doing something that I used to do with her. And I did notice growing up the joy on my grandmother's face, or even my grandfather's face, um, when I would do something with them, uh, quietly or whatever. I could see that joy on their face, that sense of that feels good. So I pick a star in the sky and talk to my mom and dad. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, hey, that's a good sign that they called to check on you. That is awesome. Yep. There's lots of things that, they just little things that pop up, or little rituals you used to do that you didn't realize were so significant, but they really are. Sipping a hot cup of coffee and start smelling cigarette smoke. It makes me smile because, right, yeah. And I mean, of all things, cigarette smoke, right? But my pop pop used to smoke a pipe once in a while. Well, before he developed asthma, he actually did smoke. He would smoke the Swisher Sweets cigars, and then he would smoke a pipe with Kentucky Derby cherry tobacco in it. So if I smell either one of those smells, it takes me right back to sitting right there at his chair, in his chair. And I used to love his pipes. Like, I thought they were so neat looking. And I don't even know what happened to them. I tried to find them when my grandparents had passed and we were, cleaning out the house. I tried to find them and I couldn't. So I don't know what happened to them. But um, so I actually have cardinals. Anytime I hear the male cardinal singing, um, it reminds me of my pop pop, and I'm like, oh, pop pop's here. He's watching me, in the garden. And it's usually, when I'm out in the garden is when I hear him. And I have this one little female cardinal that. So the interior of one of my cars is red, and what she'll do is she'll come and fly. She'll fly up to the side mirror on the car, and she'll sit there and look in, like, I don't know, look in at the inside of the car. It's the weirdest thing. but I'm like, oh, my Grammy is here, to check on me. So yeah. Oh, he did. That's cool. That is so cool. Sawdust because he made decoy ducks. Oh, neat. Um, I I love I just love the outdoor smells because of my grandparents, and so yeah. My other grandparents, my paternal grandparents, uh, they're they were farmers. I mean, they were pretty big time farmers. So if I if I smell a uh, certain hay smell, and it has to be just right. And I don't know why. If somebody's out, they've they've been in the fields mowing hay. I'll get a whiff of that, and it'll take me right back to being on the farm with my other grandparents. And um, there's just certain farm smells that I get that really trigger me, in my child, some of the memories of my childhood. So, and I think that's probably true for most people. I really do. So, anywho, so I'm hoping this week is a much better week, though, with getting stuff in the garden. We're supposed to, like I said, we're supposed to get a lot of rain tomorrow. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we don't get as much as, but Eastern Iowa is supposed to be they're going to be in flash flood uh, watches and warnings. So I don't think we're supposed to get as much. So keep your fingers crossed there so that it's cooler. Tomorrow is supposed to be high 70s, I think, low 80s, and rainy. So if I can get out in the garden, that would be amazing. So I can get all the stuff in the ground. Oh, that's okay, Michelle. Hi, honey. It's one of the prices we pay for living rurally. It really is. My dad made coffee we called 40 weight oil and smoked camel cigarette. Oh my gosh, until he quit at 68. Oh, because of a mild heart attack. Okay. But I still remember sitting at the table with him. Mine had a ton of milk. Yep. Yep. My grandpa in the picture I sent you is Norwegian. Oh, way cool. Right, Michelle? Like, the benefits of living like so rurally is fantastic, but then it's not so great on the technology side. Cell signal sucks, and internet is spotty at best. Yeah, so we have it drives me crazy because I pay, like, for us, we pay for uh, 10 megabytes, you know, um, or 10 gigs, or what, I don't remember how that goes. Anyway, yeah, I think it's 10 gigs. And for our internet, but we're lucky if we get an upload speed sometimes, like not yesterday, but Saturday. Saturday we had all day long. Our download speeds were only like three and a half. And then our upload speed was not even one. It really royally bit the big one. And so now we're just kind of now yesterday I think we were running a little bit higher, and today we're like sitting at about 5 to 6, I think, is where we were at. So for me, to load a video, it depends. It really depends on how fast it is, how fast the internet upload is, and or the uploading speed, and then the length of the video and uh, how big the file is. So, like, my video for yesterday was only 3.5 minutes long, and it wasn't super complex with a lot of uh, graphics and things like that in it. So it took, I think, just about I think it was like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. And then um, see, my video then on Saturday, though, took, I think it took just about 2 hours to upload. And then on Friday, the reason that it took so long, so my my day 5 vlog on Friday didn't actually drop until Saturday because it took 2 attempts to upload it. It froze twice. Or it took 3 attempts because it froze twice at 44%. It quit uploading. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And then, so it finally did upload overnight. And it just took forever. So I ended up with my day 5 vlog and my day 6 vlog on Saturday. I was not very happy. I'm trying to quit cigarettes. I had a stroke 5 years ago, so I might make that my shit. There you go. There you go. More power to you. I quit smoking. But here's the thing for me. Now, as a nurse, I will tell you that the psychology of addiction really comes into play. And so addiction is, people are cigarettes or soda, even, coffee, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. But but I think that a lot of it becomes a habit. And so that's what actually becomes the addiction, is the habit, at least for smoking. That was the big thing for me. It's the hand to mouth habit and the excuse that when I got stressed out or, frustrated, upset, whatever, I could walk out and have a cigarette. That was the big thing for me. So, and I still didn't, even at my heaviest smoking, I still didn't smoke, but maybe about half to 3/4 of a pack a day. So it just wasn't really a thing that I was doing. I don't know. I literally was using it as a crutch when I was working as a nurse to be able to take a break and walk away from something that was stressing me out. So I used that. That was my version of being addicted to it. So otherwise, I really didn't smoke that often. Rural is good for some. I love my creature comforts and access to stuff in minutes. I know, I do too, but a cabin hideaway for an occasional escape. You click upload and go to bed. Yep. Every day is different, but it takes all our internet and usually takes 2. Oh my goodness. All right, Jess. Well, have fun in the garden before you can't be there tomorrow. Absolutely agree with you, Michelle. Yes, it is extremely hard to quit, but you will be glad when you do. We're behind you, bud. We are so behind you. Thought it was just me. Much easier for me to upload when kids are at their dad's. Yes, the more that the internet is in use, the longer it takes. Amy, yes, I'm still talking. You see me. You're done shop. Did you buy me anything good? Hi, Jan. How are you? Jan, my spirit animal, is in the house. Our Serenity homestead. I could have used you yesterday, Jan. Gosh. That tree kicked our butts, and we're still not done with it. It's about half done. Exactly. Okay. Are you also? Yes, I am. I am the mayor of this of the town I live in. Um, I don't have a lot of time, and I juggle. I juggle a lot. I have learned. I have learned. Yes. If you when you go to two family homesteads, Sherry frequently, if when I come into the house, come in, it's the mayor's in the house, um, or then she always, because I was named after the Barry Manilow song Mandy. Um, she'll do that too. She's like, every time I hear that song in my head, every time I see your name, I see you pop up on the screen. um, they absolutely are harder to quit, Deb. Smoking is really hard. It's not an easy task to get through. That is the reason why both, well, Tony especially, Tony, absolutely, um, it. He had to get really sick with pneumonia before he quit, and uh, he's like, but he said he will never start again because it sucked so bad to quit. So, okay, see you later, Britton Farm. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Quit the cocaine, according to a friend who quit both. It's harder to quit the cocaine. I would assume. Just finished building the new chicken coop. Got it dried in at least. Ooh, awesome, 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 Jan. See, I tell you, she's my spirit animal. She's my spirit woman. I love you. Your tablet's being a pain. Deb, your tablet is always being a pain for you. I'm sorry. I'm being greedy because I'm the queen and the mayor. Oh, cigarettes are harder to quit. Yeah. Jan, you also, let's see, you quit smoking and drinking. Good Lord, woman. I swear. See, I tell you, she's my spirit animal. Yeah, I know. I just decided that Royal Amethyst Acres just seems like it's a kingdom. So I am the queen. And I am mayor of Dana, Iowa. I promise you that's not glamorous at all. See, now my thing with smoking was that I was a social smoker more so than anything. I would use it as a crutch or as an excuse to go have a break at work or whatever. But it was when I would go out with friends or in a social situation, I was like, you know, Captain and Coke in one hand or rum and Coke, whatever, in one hand and a cigarette in the other, and we were having a good old time. And now I'm just like, ugh, have to rely on your own personality to get you through a conversation. Susan quit smoking in 2014. I think, oh gosh. So let's see. I think Tony quit in 2002, I want to say. And yeah, because he's been almost 20 years out. He's 18 years out. So and I quit. Oh my gosh, I quit shortly thereafter, and then I started again, and then I quit again, and then like, I don't know, it really depended on the job and the situation, whether or not I was smoking. But yeah, my biggest thing was being a social smoker and social drinker, and so yeah. Now I tease a lot. I tease a lot. I promise I'm not like this huge raging alcoholic or anything, but I tease so much that, you know. Yes, we're talking about tobacco, not the wacky tobacco. Gosh. Um, so no, I'm waiting to find out. I'm waiting on the papers to come back for my medical card. Thank you very much. Of course, again, I don't use it unless I have a really bad migraine. So, or I'm hurting really bad from the fibro pain. That's that's not something I use frequently. Um, so uh, I forgot where I was going with all that. Oh, Susan, you caught me off guard, girl. All right, so 2014 for you. Okay. There is nothing wrong with that. 1995. Okay. The irony of things, I'd smoked in nursing school while studying and without yeah, I know, right? Really quit smoking because I didn't have the money for cigarettes and good for my son. Right. Yeah. Oh my God, they are getting absolutely insane. I think we're well over $6 a pack, like $7, almost $7 a pack, I think. And my mom's a smoker, and like, how in the world do you afford to smoke anymore, mom? Holy cow! But she does. Quit drinking pop and smoking in 2016. Good on you, girl. Wow. Good on you. I quit drinking soda for like a year, just over a year, I think. And I've decided, screw it, I want a Coke. So I started drinking my Coke again. My Coca-Cola, that is. You still smoke? That's all on you, girl. I don't um again, like, I don't have anything against smoking. I don't want to be in it because it does really bad things to me. I get all clogged up, and like, to be around somebody who's heavily smoking. Um so yeah, if and it will drive me crazy, like, if I'm walking into Walmart or something, or whatever, and you walk through a cloud of smoke, just even the smell, and I'm just like, whoa. $8 and over a pack. Oh my gosh. My friend spent $80 every 2 weeks on cigarettes until she quit. She's saving for a big trip. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That would be awesome. I would love to be able to go on a big trip. I thought, oh, well, we quit smoking, so we're going to save so much money. We just found something else to spend it. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? $10 or 10 pounds a pack? Oh my. I think that's like, I want to say that would be like $11.11 here. It's like $1.11 per US dollar, converts to Okay, so the conversion, I think, is $1 or 1 pound equals $1.11 US. It is a very hard habit to quit, Victoria. It is. It's absolutely horrible. I don't want that. Let me see. I'm going to convert this right now. Are you euros or your pounds, right? That's a pound, right? Pound to dollar. Okay, so I take that back. So 1 pound of sterling is equal to $1.27 in US dollars. And if you go euro to dollar, it is $1.13 for €1. So that is absolutely insanity. Holy cow. Got to run and batten down the hatches. Cristobal is almost here. Take care. Love you, Jan. I wish I could say I'd see you on Marco, but I'm lucky if this thing gets up on Wi-Fi. It happens to be right now. So stay safe, and I will, as soon as I get my SIM card in, I'll get a hold of you. So yeah, is that a pound? Okay. All right, seriously, you're gonna have to tell me. Please allotment. That is the pound sign, right? Not the euro. I'm looking here. This is so terrible. That is a pound. Okay, so yeah. So 1 pound is $1.27. Sheesh. Yep. 1 pound of sterling, $1.27. That's insane. Wow. So that's like $12.70 for a pack of cigarettes for 20 cigarettes here in the US, roughly. That is insanity. Wow. I don't know that I could do that. I mean, how can you afford that? Like, there's no way I could afford that. So I'd have to grow my own tobacco and buy rolling papers. Oh my goodness. That is insane. Wow. Well, we are rounding out almost 2 hours here, so I don't really have a whole lot more to say. I mean, if there's something you guys want to talk about, let me know. But I think for sure we're gonna end it here in about 15 minutes or so. The UK taxman puts it on the price. That is okay. So puts what, the pound, or they set the price on the pack, or what is that? Is crazy. Ooh, we got to have a discussion now. So what does okay, so in the UK, did they go to also, like, for I know that in Australia, and only because my cousin lives there now, I was told that, so like the price of junk food is like almost double than it is to buy healthier foods. So like fresh fruits and veggies and stuff are cheaper to buy than to buy, say, like a box of Twinkies, which, by the way, has a 17-year shelf life. Isn't that crazy? Now you have to think about getting the garbage out and do dishes. I know. I need to do some dishes too. I've got a sink and counter full because nobody likes to do dishes in the house. Nobody, including myself. So I'm very lazy about that, and I shouldn't be, but I am. But I did do this, and Amy, you're going to be super proud of me because I made out. Look at that. It's fully made out. Cleaning schedule, Amy. Cleaning and organizing. So today was I pick one room per day to deep clean from top to bottom and clean everything out. Today is the bathroom. So the only things that I have left to do are I'm going to take the shower curtains down and the rug and throw those in the laundry, get them cleaned. And then I need to organize and clean off I have an old dresser in there that I use for my drawers for my towels. So that is next to be cleaned out and organized. So I think quitting smoking, you really have to have a strong why. Mine was when my son thought I would keel over dead if I kept smoking. Now his dad wants him to take up cigars. What? No, no. But here's the thing with cigars, you're not supposed to actually inhale that smoke either. So just FYI, if you really want to know how to smoke a cigar, you're not supposed to inhale it. You're supposed to roll your tongue. I know. Why I know this? Well, because I took up smoking cigars for a while. We in the UK pay about 80% in tax on cigarettes. Take the tax off, and the cost would be about $3 per pack. Oh my gosh, that's a huge tax. Holy cow. Can you see your messages, or do you have to wait until you're off here? I don't. Let me see if I can see if it's even still attached or hooked up to the internet here. Okay, there we go. Which one? That was Pete. Okay, I might have to wait because so here's the thing with if you're sending me something on my Royal Amethyst Acres business page, I do not always see those messages, and it's hard to get to on my phone. So it's better to use my personal profile. So and I'm friends with you on Facebook, so send me stuff through Messenger on my personal profile versus the business one, because it's just way easier for me to get to. And it's because I have to have I have 4 business or 4 pages attached to my Facebook, because I have my personal profile, then I have Royal Amethyst Acres, and then I have the one for the city, and then I have one for my other business, Crafty and Scrappy. So for me to get messages sometimes gets really complicated and convoluted, and I don't always get the ones for the city or or my Royal Amethyst Acres. So it's best to just send it to my personal one if you can. I started doing dishes at 7 years old. I'm now 67. Yeah, I know, right? I started doing dishes when I was real young. Yeah, I was probably 5 or 6 anyway. I had to. I mean, mom would cook and we'd need something to eat off of. So I started doing dishes. I started learning how to do dishes. And my mom actually she made that my chore for probably by the time I was 7. So yeah, that does not surprise me in the least. And that stupid what is that pink pink heart dish soap? Is that what it is? Oh my gosh, it's a pink um Sweetheart Pink. I don't know. It's a pink dish soap, but it's super cheap and it would break my hands out. And my mom would always buy that dish soap. And so I would come out, my hands would be cracked and oh my gosh, they just hurt so, so bad. I hated it. But then she finally realized like when my hands were cracking and they would bleed, she's like, oh, no, we can't have that. She thought, because at first they would just itch. And then as I used it daily, then it ended up being like a real problem. And then my hands would crack and start bleeding. And so she's like, oh my gosh, we can't do that anymore. So she did switch. She's like, I'm going to have to buy the more expensive stuff, but I have got to mute my Victoria is sending me okay. I'm getting notifications from her. So okay. I live alone. You can't cook on paper plates, even in the microwave. Yeah, I know you can't. You really can't. Last year or two, I smoked. I rolled my own, much cheaper. Yes, it is. It is. I can't have a dishwasher in my 110-year-old house. Yeah, see, so we're on septic. And I'm not, well, I was told we got the new septic put in just last year. So, and I'm like, okay, I need to know, can I put a dishwasher in my kitchen? Because I'm really sick and tired of doing dishes by hand and nobody wants to do them, including myself. So he's like, yes, he says, you're to a point, your tank is big enough. You should be able to do it. He says, now I can't promise that it won't clog, but yes, you should be able to do dishes, get a dishwasher. So I'm like, I'm on the hunt. I want one really bad. Your wife has a dishwasher called Ashley. Yep. Oh, I'm so not a fan of doing dishes. Oh gosh, no. Mm-mm. In a perfect world, I would have a semi-naked hunk washing. Right? You're all done, Victoria. Okay. I will look at those. I can't get too in depth here, but aw. She's sending me pictures of her brother and her brother's obituary. Oh, that's sweet. Sweet, sweet. Okay. So, anywho, so I have found that this little, like, I sat down and I really, I thought, if I'm going to have to schedule all of my filming and everything else, I'm going to have to schedule cleaning because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. And nothing gets done unless it's scheduled in. So, so tomorrow is my laundry room area. Okay, so my laundry room is actually bigger than my bathroom, which really kind of stinks, let me tell you. But my laundry room is cluttered because I have a 934 square foot home and many people live here and many animals. So I need to just get rid of stuff, throw it away, or donate it something. But I'm kind of a pack rat. I'm kind of a hoarder. My husband calls me a hoarder, and I keep trying to tell myself, no, it's just inventory. It's something you're probably going to need at some point in time. Don't get rid of it. And yeah, I need to do that. And so I have somebody coming for a visit in July. And I'm like, I just looked at my husband today and I said, we have got to do something about this house before they get here because. And then my daughter came to me. She's like, Mom, I want to have a 4th of July party. I'm like, okay. So if you want to have this 4th of July party, you're going to have to help me. We're going to have to go through this house and we got to get rid of stuff. So, kind of. Not quite casino prices, but close. Oh, that is too funny. So I have in a closet, an old closet in that laundry room that I'm going to. I've been wanting to turn it into a pantry for so long, and I do have some shelving back there. I put a wire shelving rack back there, but it's housing all of my like. I have a buffet crock pot warmer. I have my big roaster for turkey and stuff. I've got so many small kitchen appliances and whatnot back there. So yeah, I got to figure something out. I just need to get rid of stuff because a lot of it I don't use. So, or I use, that's the thing. Like if I want to get rid of something, it's like, well, but it's like my big roaster. I use that a couple times a year for a turkey. I have a copper lined electric skillet. It's, I don't know, what I think, a 10 by 14, 10 by 16, something like that, 10 by 20 maybe. I don't really know. But anyway, it's big enough that I actually fry my chicken in it. Because I noticed that when I do have a chicken fryer, cast iron, but it tends to stick, and the chicken will tend to stick to it, and it tends to burn it. So I'm just like, no. How did they land on 17 years? What? What do you mean? How did they land on 17 years? I'm lost. uh, so yeah, that's gonna have to be the next project. Tomorrow is deep cleaning and going through and getting rid of stuff in the laundry room. Got to get rid of some stuff. I'm not real sure what you're talking about with the how did they land on 17 years? Did I miss something? I must have. I use all my kitchen appliances at least 4 times a year. Yeah, well, I have a bread machine. I don't like the recipe that you have to use for the bread machine. It makes the bread really dry, and I don't like it. It's like eating cardboard. And so I told my oldest daughter, I'm like, you want it? It's yours. She still hasn't taken it home with her, so I need to do that. Yeah, I have a lot of like I have a big pitcher, or what, I don't know, a drink something or other. Got 2 of those, and I bought them when we had my daughter's my youngest daughter's graduation, high school graduation party, and I've used them. I use them like through the summer. I make lemonade in one and sun tea in the other. You know, that's all I. It's just weird. My fryer is actually it's nice and smooth, actually, and I it has been stripped and reseasoned. I have done it a couple times since I've owned it. It was my great grandmother's cast iron, and it's a Griswold. So it's a wonderful pan. Like I love it, but for whatever reason, it's only chicken that sticks in that pan. Otherwise, I can fry eggs in it and all kinds of stuff and no problems. But for whatever reason, it's just chicken that is the problem. I have a dehydrator and I do use that. So that's in there. My food saver is in there, my vacuum sealer. Yeah, I've got all kinds of wonderful kitchen appliances. Um, but I think I need to add more shelving in there. So, um, but yeah, so it'll hold the, sorry, I was catching up, reading stuff as it comes in. Um, it'll be able to hold all my small appliances right now. I do need to get rid of some of them, and then I need to put more shelving in there so that I can put like canned goods in there. So the stuff that I'm canning. I don't have a pressure canner. Um, all I have is a water bath canner, and I was going to get my grandmother's pressure canner, but that's a whole big mess too. So anyway, because I don't have that now, I gotta buy one, and I just haven't found one that I can afford. So that's why I haven't bought one. Hello, Woods family. How are you? Maybe the chicken needs to be washed and dried before drying, dredged in the coating. That maybe it is. Maybe that's what I need to do. I haven't investigated it enough, Deb. I really haven't. But for whatever reason, yeah, the fryer is amazing. I love it, and so I will actually I clean it um, after every use and whatnot, and then I reseason it. So I'm doing beautiful Woods family. Um, we're just talking all kinds of stuff today. Currently talking about all of the small kitchen appliances that I own. This is crazy things. Pressure canning scares the pudding out of water. Canning's not so much. Oh, okay. All right. I'm like, what? Wait. So yes, pressure canning did it really it used to scare me, but uh the newer versions of pressure canners, the new ones they've got out now are really actually very safe. I'm not afraid of that. So, but I do want to buy a good quality one, and so and they're pricey. You know, to get a good quality one, they're pretty pricey. So I just haven't been able to afford to catch any on sale. Um, but I do have a big cast or not cast iron, a big water canner. Um, I really like that, but I haven't been able to can a whole lot either. Um, I just like last year, my garden didn't do well, and I didn't get much out of it, so I wasn't able to really can a whole lot. But what I need to do is that even when I buy something fresh from if I go to the farmer's market or I go to the store and I find that, find some good stuff on sale and I can stock up on it, I need to just bring it home and start doing a water bath canning. So we have to bow before the Queen or the King of England will get mad. Yes. Oh, so how does that work? So the actual Queen of England, her husband is still, he's only considered a prince, or how does that work exactly? I don't know how the royal family thing works. So I just know that I'm the queen and I rule, and I will rule with an iron fist. Hi.
Hi.
Did you go swimming? Good. Yeah.
The fly is biting me on the
So
hair.
there's my moon pie, my grandson, eating a breadstick. He came over. They went to go to the grocery store in June, and they came back and you've got hold on, you've got, and so they were enjoying the pool. There's fuzzies on it from the towel.
I know.
So anyway, there's a protein in chicken that clumps and sticks to everything. That is what adds to the flavor when making soup or stock. Right. Okay. That makes sense. I've got mom's pressure cooker from 1980. Still works good. Oh, how cool. How cool. Yeah, I haven't been able to get my hands on a pressure cooker. I just haven't. I've been told that I bow before no one. I might consider a nod to you. Oh, really? See, my thing is that if I bow, I might not get back up. Okay, all right. That is awesome to know, Ashley. Thank you. I am so. So then, tell me, how do you feel about the whole Harry and Meghan situation, or do you care? Some people really just don't care. So, but is it inventory you want to manage? Yeah, I'm okay with with managing inventory as long as it's good. So I've actually been able to spend a lot of time in the pool this week. It's been nice
and warm.
Okay, Victoria, you have a wonderful day, darling, and know that you are loved. And I'm sending you big hugs, okay? I tell my kids that they're royalty because my husband's side is related to the Queen of England somewhere down the line. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where we are, but so
Dana.
yes, we're in Dana. You're so silly. Oh my goodness. So my grandmother, and she never did get too deeply into this and to tell me exactly how or where, but somehow on my grandmother's, my maternal grandmother's side of the family, stop. Nobody wants to see you eating. Please stop that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Ashley, that makes sense. And you know what? My husband actually said the same thing. He's like, no, she was the downfall of Harry, and they wanted out. And I said, yeah, exactly. So anywho, so somewhere on my maternal grandmother's side, somewhere way down the line, uh, they found that we are related to dinosaurs. No, Blackbeard the pirate or Redbeard the pirate. I don't remember which one. So yeah. And we have now, see, my family, my maternal grandmother, all of that family comes from Ireland, Scotland, and I can't remember, Ireland and Scotland for sure. But my paternal, my biological side, my biological father's side is German, very German. My maiden name was Dorscher. So,
Torture.
yep. And I married a German. He's half German. His mother was from, oh, the Twinkie shelf life. Yes, yes, 17 years, no joke. Look it up. Google it. You're not royalty, but you're related to a serial killer. That's too funny. I probably am somewhere down the line, which would make sense considering I'm just crazy.
I eat cereal.
Oh, Prince Phil. That's right. He is. Oh my gosh. That's right. So maybe I'm royalty anyway. The farthest that I could get back on my paternal grandparents is the Dorscher side. They got on the boat in Hamburg, Germany. They were from Germany, Hamburg, obviously, or at least that area, and came to America. So my great grandparents are actually from Germany. So traced ancestry on my dad's side all the way back to 1558. Oh, wow. You're proud to be from a long line of common people. I probably am, mostly. Yeah. You're related to a British lord. Oh, my. Isn't it, is it Yule or is it Southpaw Davy that hails from Mercia? I can't remember. You know, the land of royalty. And so that's kind of why I said, no, the queen has arrived. Great-great-grandfather was a Cherokee Indian princess. Her father was the chief and her mother was a medicine woman. Yeah, that is cool. You're related to an American, which American actor, Lynn?
I'm back again.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, why don't you just sit out there and eat it? Okay. Thank you.
Ew.
Then you need to sit here and be quiet. You're related to an American actor. Oh, your grandmother. Okay, yes. Sorry about that. Now my brother he's my half brother. His dad is I'm not sure which tribe, but he's very Native American. I think he's like half himself. And so my brother is so funny. My brother is very dark haired. He has black hair and blue eyes. So he got that trait. My mother's side of the family, most of us are all blue eyed. So
I'm not blue-eyed.
But he's got very dark hair and he's blue eyed and very dark skin. So
I have no dark skin.
John Ritter, really? Oh wow. That's cool. I think he has let's say a son maybe that's in acting. Am I thinking, is that the right person? I can't remember. Anywho, I know Tom Hanks's son. He plays he's an actor and is on oh, I hate when I do that. I totally forget what show he's on. I hate when I do that. So anyway, he's hilarious. I really like him. He's a good actor too. On my mama's side, her grandmother or grandmother's mama is full-blooded Cherokee. Oh wow, Lynn, that's awesome. I got a pressure canner from mom when she passed. Aw. Only thing went of notice was my German ancestors were chased out of Europe and England by religious persecution in the late 1600s. Oh. So were they of pagan religion or? Yes. Okay. All right. I thought so. I thought John Ritter's son had a son that was an actor too. Yeah, a lot of my German and even my Scottish ancestors were, they had to leave. They had to leave their homelands because of the same reasons. So, which is why, you know, it's really odd. So I say that I'm because I'm pagan. And my husband teases me and tells me that, you know, I worship Satan and that fun stuff. And no wonder you were burned at the stake. I'm like, oh, bananas, really? He just teases me. He's not sincere when he says that, obviously. Because if you're pagan, you don't believe in Satan. Oh, okay. So they were, or your, so I guess England or what have you, they were strict. I know because, like, yeah, I know, whatever, right? So yeah, see, I like having these discussions. I really like having these discussions. So because history is extremely important, and I really feel like people do not, um, they don't remember their history, and therefore, you know, that whole saying, uh, remember your, you know, remember history because you're doomed to repeat it if not. And so, because history repeats itself, and it's so very true. And I think that we're seeing a lot of that going on right now, even with the whole rioting and looting and all of this stuff. So I really think it's like, do people not learn? I don't understand it. Like, this is not the way to get your point across. It doesn't open you up for a good discussion. What it does is it perpetuates the problem. So there are so many ways, so many different and better ways to get your point across. And yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. I'm very frustrated with all the stuff that's going on here lately. It drives me crazy. If you don't know your history, then you have no roots. That is true. That is so true. And how do you go forward? You know, how do you actually evolve and go forward if you don't know your history and you don't do things to improve upon them? You know, to improve upon those issues. I don't get it, but children nowadays don't know the famous history. they're too focused on technology. I would agree somewhat with that. But you know what? All that history is on that technology, and that's what they need to be reading and looking at, and not the dumb games or what have you. Oh, wow, Deb. My. I would love to be able to trace all of my family. Genealogy is something I would love to get into. I do not have the time for it right now. So that is one thing. So my grandson loves to watch. He loves YouTube. He loves to watch YouTube, but he likes to watch um, gameplay on YouTube. And I'm like, let's find something a little more educational, shall we? So we watch a lot of like dinosaur history, and that kind of stuff, because I would rather it be a little more educational than the normal crap that everybody sees. So, and we were repeating the mistakes that should have taught us but didn't. Exactly. Because people aren't taking the time to actually say, listen, you know, this is what's happened. Do we really want to go there again? So, I don't know. Okay, well, I've been all over the map here with with the topics today. So, ooh, squirrel. you know, my husband always teases me. I have that whole ooh shiny. It takes me, it veers me off, and I'm literally off on like 10 or 12 tangents at a time, and it's hard for some people to follow along. So all right, well, I think that I have yacked long enough. And Deb, you have dishes to do, and I have dishes to do. So, and I got to go see if I can't get me a SIM card, because I really don't want to wait until Thursday, because I really need to be able to talk to Terry Lynn and make sure she's okay. So, thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate it. So, all right. I hope that you all have an amazing, amazing week. I wish you so many blessings for a wonderful week, and may your homesteads be blessed, and you get good growing stuff this week. Oh, growth, heart. um, and you get lots of stuff in the ground, and hopefully you can meet some of your goals this week. So, all right. I love all of you, and I appreciate every one of you. So many blessings, and live from the earth and play in the dirt. And don't forget to hustle harder 2020. So, all right. I will see you all throughout the week with my continued vlogs, and we will catch up again on Monday. So, love you guys. Thank you, and have an awesome week. Bye. Maybe.